Welcome back, Thrill Seekers. You've just boarded another episode of the Thrill Seeking Teachers Podcast, the show where two teachers clock out of the classroom
and head straight for the front row of the coaster. We're bringing you all things amusement and theme parks, from breaking park news to behind-the-scenes drama.
That's right. If there's a new ride announcement, a roller coaster shutdown, a spicy guest rumor, or theme park chaos happening anywhere in the world,
we're talking about it. And yes, we're giving you our uncensored hot takes, honest opinions, and all the theme park gossip you secretly love.
Because let's be real, y'all. Theme park drama can be just as wild as the rides themselves.
And you can catch every episode on all major podcast platforms, thanks to our incredible podcast hub, Buzzsprout.
Buzzsprout is our one-stop shop. It helps us distribute the podcast everywhere you listen. So no matter your platform, we've got you covered.
You can follow us right now on Thrill Seeking Teachers Podcast.buzzsprout.com.
And here's a little pro tip for our real ones. Listeners who follow us on their favorite podcast platforms get early access to episodes.
Woo! Plus, if you follow the podcast, you'll unlock bonus content, extra candid discussions, deeper dives, and conversations we might not put anywhere else.
So don't just listen, follow, rate, and comment on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast.
And while you're at it, make sure you also follow the Thrill Seeking Teachers on YouTube for even more theme park content.
So buckle up,
keep your hands inside the vehicle,
and let's get thrill seeking.
Woo!
Welcome to the Thrill Seeking Teachers Podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Thrill Seeking Teachers Podcast. Of course, this is Dave.
And I'm the one and only Will J.
Welcome to the Thrill Seeking Teachers Podcast. This is the audio version. And thank you so much.
You just said that twice.
Anyway, thank you for listening to this audio version. Usually we have the visual, and you can check out the visual on our YouTube channel. Please just type in Thrill Seeking Teachers on YouTube, and you can see that. And then also we have our TikTok channel and our Facebook page. Please become a subscriber. Please follow us. If you love thrill seeking, if you love theme parks, if you love coaster content, we do it all. We do everything. And we just finished listening to an interesting call that is from Comcast. If you don't know, Comcast is basically Universal. If you are a Universal adult like I am, this is extremely important. I know Will is that analytical.
Well, I was the one that listened to it.
Well, he's the analytical hat.
I only
here.
listened to 10 minutes of it before I couldn't take anymore.
Yeah, it's that business mindset. But this, listening to these calls kind of gives you a sense as to what is the mindset of the people that makes the decisions that give us rides such as the Velocicoaster and upcoming rides such as Fast and Furious coming in 2027 at Orlando. But this call was, kind of interesting if you, kind of get key takeaways. And so what we're going to do with this podcast is just quickly kind of go over some of the highs and lows of this quarter two call, I guess, the quarterly. I'm not a business major, but, there's quarterly stuff that they have here. And so just going over, and we'll discuss each thing. First up, Epic Universe. Epic Universe is cash printing, okay? It's the cash cow right now of Universal. Why are you looking at my computer? If you don't see
you saw cash printing yet.
Oh my God, this is...
No, it's doing well.
It's doing well. Universal's theme park division brought in a whopping $2.4 billion this year, or this past quarter, I'm sorry. That's up almost 3% year over year. And Comcast point blank credited that revenue jump to the monster opening of Epic Universe, which is just now a year old, over a year old, a little bit.
Well, their operating expenses were a little higher than they were the same time last year. Operating expenses were $1.8 billion, and their adjusted EBITDA was just
Okay, for those people who do not know,
cash they made after all the shit was paid.
Look, yeah, that's what I was like, layman's terms for those people.
Cash on hand after taxes and all of that stuff.
That's what EBITDA is, everybody. So, those people didn't major in business administration. That's cash on hand.
So last quarter they had well over $1 billion
cash on hand. Oh, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, this quarter was just $609 million. So
it went down.
It went down. So what's happening is their attendance leader, Universal Japan, is struggling because of what's taking place in China and how they've placed travel restrictions from China to Japan. So all of those 17 million visitors annually that were going over there, making it the third most attended theme park in the world. I don't know if it's happening now. I'm curious as to where Universal Japan is going to stand by the end of the year.
Yeah.
As far as being the universal attendance leader.
And when you listen to these calls and you hear all this stuff, sometimes, even though it's mundane and you don't think it's going to pertain to us, all of this stuff connects. And I think that's the interesting part about listening to these public quarterly reports. Anybody can listen to it. You just kind of have to, log in and do all that stuff. But when we talk about the attendance being down over in Japan, how do you think that relates to us here in the U.S.? Or do you feel that it relates to us?
I mean, I feel like people struggling everywhere these days.
Yeah, it's a struggle.
Some places more so than others. One of the things they kept bringing up in this call was consumer sentiment, which is pretty low at this time. People don't, they don't have the confidence in the economy. They don't have the confidence in their personal finances.
And that's not just in the U.S.?
I think it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
I think it's everywhere. They don't, and so many things are happening all over the world. It's just people don't feel comfortable throwing out the money the way they used to in previous years.
Yeah, and that's very interesting that it feels like, sometimes we live in this bubble in the U.S. and we just think that we're just having a hard time, but it seems like the world is having a hard time right now. It's just everybody's having a hard time. And that, the profit, it translates to the profits, which dropped 5%. And so
I will read this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Revenue for theme parks increased primarily due to higher revenue at our theme parks in Orlando.
Oh, that's what I had here.
Driven by the successful opening and driving of Epic Universe in May 2025, it partially offset by lower revenue at our international parks. So the international parks are Japan, Universal Studios Japan, Universal Studios, what is the other? It's like a few more in Asia.
Well, I think also, and we have to think about the travel costs, rising tariffs in across the world right now. And it actually, that was the part that I saw in that summary, that they're talking about travel costs and inflation is kind of making it hard for families to really put out the money. And Universal, even though it's supposedly less expensive than Disney, it is still expensive. So
can I read the thing about the cash on hand?
All right, cash on hand.
So adjusted EBITDA for theme parks decreased, reflecting higher operating expenses, which more than offset higher revenue. The increase in operating expenses was primarily due to operating costs associated with our domestic parks. And what's going on domestically? One, they just opened a almost $8 billion theme park. Two, they just opened another $500 million theme park. Three, they're building all of these attractions at the current moment, and they have other attractions lined up that are well over $1 billion. So that's $12 billion, $13 billion.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
And just looking at some of the things that was a big kind of jump out point for me for the call. The biggest point was that Comcast actually said out of their mouth that they know that attendance has been decreasing in their parks in the U.S. and that they fully acknowledge it. And, you know, something that we actually even said when we went to Disney and Universal over the summer in July, we was noticing shorter wait times, less people in the park.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is the first time that we actually had the corporate people, you know, running the company, backing it up. So we weren't imagining. We weren't imagining. It is something
they're calling it a softening.
Yes.
A softening.
Yes.
I mean, and, you know, and they're the financial pundits out there saying the same. That they're saying Disney's going to have the same song and same dance. And it's,
when is Disney's call?
I think it's a month later. It's usually a month later. Their quarters are different.
Yeah. So we got to do another one podcast for Disney.
For Disney.
Yay.
I mean, but we saw that ourselves. Like, I took Dave to Disney. I mean, we already talked about this, but I took Dave to Disney for the first time. And we were able to just wait for Big Thunder Mountain just had a renovation a month prior to us going there. Completely reinvented ride. Waited 20 minutes.
Yeah, and that's unheard of, I guess.
Tiana's waited 25 minutes.
Yeah, that's, I mean...
Haunted Mansion was 20 minutes. We didn't get to ride it because we kind of walked past it.
I know.
Tron was 35 minutes.
About 35.
35 minutes.
About 35.
Like, everything was...
And we didn't need the lightning lane.
Across the resort. The 3 parks we went to, everything was super manageable and on a holiday weekend.
Which is unheard of.
Yeah.
And so that was something that I'm glad that they finally said out of their mouth and they acknowledge. But what can they do about that? Is that, and that's where they didn't really specify anything yet, so I don't think nobody's kind of worried.
I mean, I don't think it's the thing to worry about because.
Do you think that this is going to be a trend, especially with the
none of the parks have been able to regain their pre-COVID numbers. None of them, not a single one.
Right.
So I think those days are gone. I think they're still trying to, even from then, they're still trying to figure out, is this going to be what's normal?
The new normal.
You know, it's going to be up, it's going to be down, it's going to be up, it's going to be down. For years, it was up, 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 up.
Yeah, but so, I think what are those things that are driving it? Is that going to make it continue to go down?
If we keep having worthless wars, if we keep, I don't want to get too political.
Yeah, but see, that's the biggest thing that I want to make sure that people understand.
It's either spend $11 on eggs.
But when people say, on our channels, and even on our channel, I don't get too political. I don't want to get too political. I don't want to talk about politics or this, that, and the other. This is where it manifests. All of this stuff does manifest, and you know, everything ties
day-to-day life is political.
It ties into it. It ties in. And so even the tourism and entertainment industry, where you escape from all of the stuff of reality
is being deeply impacted.
Is being deeply affected by things like tariffs and the economy and all of those things that we love. So, you know, just keep that in mind when we talk about, voting and this and the other and all of those things. All of those things that you love, including going to Disney and Universal, is affected
Yeah.
by what is going on in the world and what is going on politically.
Yeah.
So, that might be something. And now we're going to take a little break and come right back with some big wins of this call.
Welcome to the Thrill Seeking Teachers Podcast.
Welcome back. And now we're going to go straight into the biggest win for this Comcast Universal call, which is now we know the future attractions are 100% secured. In our last podcast, we talked about Comcast and Universal having split their companies, being now the, old school cable being Comcast and NBC Universal being its own separate company. People were kind of getting a little bit nervous.
Mostly you.
Well, I mean, a lot of people were kind of getting nervous as to what is, the end game. Are they trying to be bought out by another company, or is this going to be a hostile takeover? What is going to happen to our beloved projects? And even when you went over to Universal, you had a conversation with one of the cast members at Universal.
I took that for a grain of salt.
That said they might need to renegotiate some of their contracts and stuff. So, this call was pretty important to kind of let people know, hey, what's going on to the future of projects like the Universal UK that's going on, and a Hollywood Drift, Fast and Furious that is going on in Orlando. And so Comcast announced that, of course, there's that split, but there is a Universal theme parks. They're staying glued to the Comcast and Universal movie studio. So that means they are still going to be doing all of the different things and linked to all of the rides, and the contracts are there. They're basically, they tried to make sure that they quell people's anxiety about this new venture that's going on, and saying, hey, the things that we announced before, they are still going to be done. It is not those things are a done deal. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So basically they're saying it's full steam ahead.
And y'all got to keep in mind too, and I was just saying this to Dave in the break, like a lot of theme parks, they plan out their attractions 5 to 10 years in advance, and that includes contracts and money. So they could have paid for a lot of these attractions a couple of years ago. So
it was kind of a thing where, the rumor mill starts, and, when this big news drops.
Yeah, I knew better.
Well, maybe, I don't know. It was a lot of stuff going around. And so this was something that kind of helped people understand, hey, Universal UK is still going to be constructed. The future expansions are still going to be constructed. The new ride over in Dark Universe is still going to be going. And as a matter of fact, they've gotten permits. They are going to be constructing. So that's definitely happened. We don't know what it is yet. People want the Creature from the Black Lagoon, but we do not know fully yet. But I'm hoping for something of an indoor ride at Dark Universe.
I think the next few attractions at the park are going to be indoor.
Yeah, and they need it.
Yeah.
And so also that we're getting word that they might be getting not an expansion, but a ride already being done over by what used to be the Lost Continent, people are saying it's going to be a Pokemon-themed ride.
There are people that are saying they know it's going to be a Pokemon.
Yeah, like
themed land.
That they have gotten confirmation.
Intel. I mean, it's already at USJ.
Yeah.
So
everybody's saying, well, it's at USJ, it must be here, kind of thing.
I don't know. I think they should let the parks do their own thing. But I mean, it's working at USJ, and that's their most attended theme park. So
yeah, but what other IPs really could they?
One Piece. I mean, they have a huge catalog. But I think they're going to do what opens up the doors like Potter. Mm-hmm. Nintendo is huge for them. Potter is huge for them. They want another blockbuster.
And that might be Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. Pokemon is I think it's the biggest intellectual property in the world.
So definitely everybody's thinking it's going to be a Pokemon ride that might be even, kind of opening.
They're saying, I've heard trackless systems like Remy's and Rise of the Resistance.
And the thing I'm most excited for that I know I was nervous about this contract, but I know is going to be going is the expansion ride in Ministry of Magic, which I am absolutely hoping it is a
broomstick
ride, because I have been wanting to experience a Quidditch match. Oh my God. Do you understand it'll be my new number one. It will be.
What if it sucks?
No, it's not going to suck. I don't even care. I don't care if it's a kiddie ride. I don't care if it's a kiddie ride. If I could ride a broomstick.
It's going to be something for families.
I don't care.
It's going to be something.
I don't care what it is. That's my new number one.
I think Universal does family rides better than Disney. No, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Universal does family thrill better than Disney does family thrill.
Mm-hmm.
So,
do you don't think it's gonna be like a thrill like Stardust? Thrill?
No.
No. That's the only thrill ride they're gonna have there. The Thrill Seeking Teachers will be right back after a quick message from Lululemon.
Yeah. Velocicoasters, well, no, it's not.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, they could use another thrill. They could.
Yeah, maybe.
They could have it. But, I mean, that was...
But if they want Epic Universe to go after Disney, then they have to have more family.
No, I don't think they always have to. I don't think they have a good mix. That's it. I think the key to Universal's success right now is that they're
doing everything Disney does not do.
Yes, they're giving more of a mix. If you just put all of this kiddie stuff, families are going to go there, but then you don't have the thrill people. So I think you need both in order to be successful.
Yeah, but Universal and Disney are not those types of parks. They're just not. No one goes to Disney saying, "Ooh, I want to ride the roller coasters." Like, no one goes there.
No, but people go to Universal say, "I want to ride the roller coasters."
Yeah, but I don't think it's like...
Yeah. Because remember, we go on these forums on Facebook, they have all the vitriol in the world. Coaster enthusiasts have a vitriol hatred for Disney. Like,
they don't say shit about Universal.
They don't say, I could mention Universal in there.
Oh, they're going, yeah, everything's great.
Everything's great. But I'd say Disney one time. They'll be like, Disney's the worst
Disney is
thing.
The worst.
Worst thing
Poor
ever.
operations.
Poor everything. They're so trashy.
It's garbage.
It's a garbage. I remember I made one comment about Busch Gardens. They named themselves, they got paid. They paid the people and named named them
the most
beautiful theme park in the world. And I said, well, first in the world, I was like, first of all, in the world, That's a stretch
That's
because
a big old stretch.
then you got
The world is
Efteling.
a big place with a lot of theme
Tivoli.
parks.
You got Tivoli. Is it Tivoli?
Tivoli, you got all
Tivoli.
the towers.
You got all these places that you're saying that's Busch Garden. There is like, oh, the natural beauty.
Baby is landscaping, sweetie.
Natural beauty. I was like, what did they put? A coaster in the middle of a forest? Like, no, they landscape the place.
Just landscape the hell out of it.
And so it goes with their theme of, that kind of country feel. But I mean, there's other great places. And I used the example and I said, well, look at places like Disney and Universal. They have beautiful theme parks and they don't have trash overflowing in their parks. And so the vitriol hate that I got in those comments from coaster enthusiasts, how dare you talk about the natural wonder.
Natural.
The natural wonder. I was like, and all the comments were literally saying Disney is the trashiest place. Disney is horrible. Disney is man-made. Disney. I'm like, well, I did mention Universal, right? Y'all know I mentioned
But like, what Disney park? I have never in my life been to a Disney park where you could look at it and say, this is trashy. Like, there isn't one. It doesn't exist.
I was like, where is this trashy?
So, like, they people that say that have never been. People that say that have either never been or they went 15, 20 years ago.
And even if you did go 15, 20 years ago, I don't think it was trashy. I don't think it was trashy
Never
then.
been like that.
Like, I don't know where they're getting this hatred.
Disney has such a sophisticated infrastructure that their mounted trash cans have vacuums that suck up the waste.
Okay, wait, one. How do you know that?
It's common knowledge. They have that at the Magic Kingdom.
I never heard that. What?
Like the same thing with the underground tunnels that staff can take throughout the park. They also have vacuum sanitation systems.
Mm. But I mean, I went there and I saw everything look beautiful. Landscaping was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
The land was beautiful. I mean,
I think they're just haters. Like for whatever. Like I understand why people don't like Disney.
The part that really got me was the fact that they just kept mentioning Disney, and I said
Disney and Universal.
Yes, no. I said Disney and Universal, but I also said Efteling. I said Tivoli Park. I said all
because they don't know what the hell Efteling or Tivoli Gardens is.
And I was like, if you're going to name a park the most beautiful theme park, one, it's a national organization. It's not a world organization, one. Two, if you're going to say the world's most beautiful theme park, that's like saying you're playing football and you go to the Super Bowl and that's the world champions. They're not the world champions.
The U.S. does that. That's what we do.
Yeah, that's all the point I was making. And the vitriol hate that's still going to this day. I still got notifications
that you haven't read.
I haven't read. I can't keep reading it. It's like, it's been about 2 weeks since I posted that. And it's like the hate comments for Disney.
Coaster enthusiasts that are listening, why do y'all hate Disney so much? I just want to know.
Like, I don't have no idea. Why do y'all hate Disney? Maybe we should make a whole podcast about that.
I don't know.
Like, give me the reasons and actual, like, maybe it's because it's too expensive.
I'm sure that has something to do with it.
It's just too expensive. That's why.
It is very expensive.
But you get what you pay for, right? You kind of get a better experience.
I think you do.
You should get a better experience.
I think
if you don't, they probably give a refund.
The roller coasters Disney has, they probably operate them better than any other park anywhere that has roller coasters.
Certainly better than Busch Gardens Williamsburg.
Like they don't have a lot of roller coasters at Disney. The 9 or 10 that they do have at the Walt Disney World Resort, they staff them better. They run them, if they're up and running, they're not just going to have them running one train. They're going to be at near or at maximum capacity. So like that's everything we want as enthusiasts.
Yeah,
We go to these parks.
then they just have.
I mean, you looked at
such
Tron. As soon as one was going, there's the other.
Yeah,
As
it's
soon as
just-
one, they had like 4 on each side.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the same thing with Universal. But again, for some reason, they give Universal a pass
Yeah.
because they got Stardust Racers.
Because they
They
do
got
Thrill,
Velocicoaster, yeah.
and they're building a new thrill coaster in Orlando.
So I think that's the essentially the reason why they give them a pass and not Disney. And I'm just like,
Over
oh
their
my god,
dead body.
over.
I like Disney a lot.
I mean, I like Disney. I'm a Universal, of course, more so in my heart because I've been there more.
Yeah.
And I love it.
I like them both equally.
I like them really. I really do. I feel more and more that I'm starting to get spoiled by being a theme park enthusiast than just a coaster, because the regional parks are good.
But
if you go to a real like theme park, you kind of get a little spoiled.
like Silver Dollar City.
Yeah, you get little
even
spoiled.
Dollywood. You know, but you get spoiled by a theme park, and then you go back to your coaster parks, and you're like,
Yeah, exactly. I just
makes you want to go less.
I know, but right now the regional parks have a real advantage right now that they could actually get with this call and them pointing out that these theme parks, these juggernaut Disney Universal theme parks might be having lower attendance. It might signal to the fact that the people are now seeing value in going to their regional
Kings
parks.
Island is seeing the effect. The entire lot was full today.
Yeah, so
The
it might
entire
be the advantage of regional parks now. So
You know, my prediction? Great Adventure, the entire lot was full today. Kings Island, the entire lot was full today.
What's the prediction?
I think that Six Flags might have some record attendance this year.
We'll see on their call. When is their call?
You know, by the end of the year, I think
That's quarter 4, quarter 3.
quarter 4. I think they're gonna be bringing up. I think they're gonna have some record attendance because the big juggernauts are no longer approachable. You're talking about the average ticket is $150. I would say 140. Say between Disney and Universal, the average day ticket is $140, whereas to Cedar Point, $60 online. So
Yeah,
where
definitely.
you think I'm taking my family?
Exactly. To Knoebels.
To Knoebels.
Where is no admission, there's no parking fee, and I can get all the great food I want. And that's
And
where
don't
we're
have to feel like I got to get my money's worth because I
Exactly.
didn't pay anything but gas.
Exactly. And that's where we're going. So,
Yeah.
But that is the end of our podcast. This is a short podcast. Let us know if you like these shorter podcasts that we're doing. Just to let you know, these things can all be done through our Buzzsprout, which is our podcast hub. And Buzzsprout. Go to buzzsprout.com, thrillseekingteachers.com to see our website there. And don't forget to buy us a cup of coffee because, yes, we need some tips. Give us some tips, please, because we're good and we're teachers and we need it. All right, well, that does it for us right now. Go to our website and our YouTube channel and subscribe, be a subscriber, and blah, 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 blah. All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening, guys.
See you soon. Bye.
See you in the parks.
Thank you so much for listening to another Thrill Seeking Teachers podcast.
And please stay tuned in a couple of weeks for our next podcast. Also, keep your eyes peeled for our Thrill Seeking Teachers vlogs as we have a couple of new ones coming. Thank you.
Woo!